Hello, I'll be doing an explanation on a task, a Springboot task and Angular, but I'll be dwelling on the Springboot part. So this is a scenario where a case bank scenario where there is a customer registration, login, and also different activities that a customer can do, like withdrawals and deposits, and also bank transfers. So we'll be achieving this by our Spring Boot application. So I'll run it here. So we'll be using Postman to test. I haven't connected to Angular yet. Yeah. So in these files we have an included Postman collection.json that you'll be able to import into your Postman environment. So let's say it has started on port 8080. So let's go to Postman. First we'll register our customer. We only need the email, so the other things will be auto-generated. So we'll start by registering this person. So we get this. Let's just copy and store it so that you'll be able to use it later on. Let me put it in my notes here. Yeah, so that's the first customer. Let's register another one. Let me just remove an I here. So I've gotten the next customer here. Yeah, so let me copy this. We'll be using the customer ID and the customer pin, the generated one, to log in. Yeah, so go to this URL. Let me just the customer ID will be our username, and then the customer pin will be our password. Oh, I've copied wrongly. 40. We'll be able to log in and get our, yeah, this is our JSON token. I'll be able to copy it because we need it. Let's say if I do ask for a cash balance, the balance of the customer, it'll say I'm unauthorized, so I need to add that key first here in the token. Yeah, so when you create the customer, the default balance was 0.0. so we'll first do a deposit of let's say 200 bob, but we need to also change this token here so that you'll be able to do a deposit. So you're depositing 200 bob. So when you deposit, it's supposed to bring back the balance. Yeah, here it is, 200 bob. So let's go to the next request. We'll be doing, if you go back to the cash balance, it should bring 200 bob. Yes, so let's do a cash withdrawal. So same thing, we need to change the token, and then we are doing a withdrawal of 10 bob. Let's do 20 bob so that the balance should be 180. Yeah, it brings back 180. Even if you go back to the cash balance, it's supposed to bring back 180. Yes. Then we go to bank transfer. We've done a withdrawal, right? Let's do a bank transfer. We need to do a transfer to an existing user. So we'll take to which account. Let's take a user that we just registered here, this one. So you take this customer ID, because if I put here someone who is not registered, it won't transfer. So you're transferring 30 bob. Our cash balance is it's 180. So if you do a bank transfer of 30 bob, this account, the logged in account, should the balance should be 150. Yes, so if I transfer to this account 30 bob, I get 150 back. That's the balance. That is yes, it's remaining. So let's do a mini statement before we search. There's no way I can find a transaction ID, but let me just find the mini statements getting the last 10 transactions. So let's steal our web token here. We were supposed to create a variable, but now let's just do this to ease in. Yeah, so let's do this. So these are all the transactions that have happened and have been stored. See, there is some description if it's a credit, is it a debit. Yes, so let's copy this transaction ID and we want to search for this specific transaction. So go to search and you will paste here the transaction ID. So it should give us now that specific transaction. Oh, I'm still unauthorized because I've not copied I was supposed to put this in a variable so that I shouldn't be copying this every time. Such. So every request is protected. So we need to log in first before we. So you're searching for this transaction. Yes, it has brought back our transaction that you're looking for. So that's all. So thank you.